Welcome to the Mark Attwood Show, Adventures in a Cosmic Suit. Today, we're going to talk about the healing power of animals, which is a subject that is close to the hearts of most of my viewers, I think. And I got an email from Sarah Eastwood, who's helping me on the course that I'm doing, and who's become quite a good friend. And she emailed me about Sue the other week, Sue Deeth, which is who's going to join me today to talk about animals. Hello, Sue.
Hello, Mark.
How are you all?
Good, thank you. Yep, the sun is shining and the sky is blue here in Zakynthos.
Yep, Sue's in Greece, which is a little bit warmer than Ireland today. It's a bit chilly here. Sue, you rescue animals
I do. Anything with
a
four
lot.
legs, a heart, and a soul. Yeah. Yep, a lot.
And
And
what's
feathers.
so? This is a vocation for you now, isn't it? It has been for quite a long time.
Yeah, it's passion, it's my life. It's all I do is help and rescue the animals here.
So
Yeah.
you went to Greece to rescue animals, or did you go there for other reasons?
And no, I came here to work within the tourism with rental accommodation, holidays, and went on from there really. I'm a Reiki master, so I do Reiki as well. So I was going around the island doing Reiki sessions, and people got to know me, and I started collecting all these animals. And obviously, there's only so many I can keep for myself, so I started looking at ways of helping them more and finding them homes in better places because the homes here in Zakynthos aren't always so good.
Hmm. And it's called Healing Paws. Is that what's on your shirt there?
Healing Paws Animal Rescue. Yeah, one of my mums made this one for me. She
And
adopted a dog for me.
how many animals do you think you've rescued over the years?
Thousands.
Thousands.
I've been rescuing on my own for 10 years. I started off working with another rescue company here, organization here, but the numbers started increasing and increasing, and we decided to start on our own. And we called it Healing Paws, obviously, because the paws and the healing and the animals really help so many people.
Well, this is what I want. This is why I was interested in talking to you, because the healing power of animals often gets overlooked.
Mm.
And Sarah sang your praises enormously. And what did you do with Sarah?
Sarah adopted one of my most favorite puppies,
Uh,
and she's lucky. I almost didn't let him go because they're all special. All of the rescues are special, but a few are extra special. And Truffles, I called him. She's now renamed him Biscuit. Was very, very dear to me. But yeah, she adopted him.
I
But I'm
must be.
happy because he's got a great home.
It must be hard letting them go, because I didn't. I grew up. I had a little dog when I was little, but then
Uh-huh.
my mum gave it away. It broke my heart. And then
Oh,
I had a little budgerigard that used to sit on
uh,
my shoulder and for hours.
okay.
And then I went on a scouting camping trip, and my mum put the budgie in the shed, and it died.
Oh
And I came back,
no.
I was just devastated, and I swore I'd never have a pet again because I was just
Do you,
so
s-
broken hearted.
do you still talk to your mum? Because I don't think I would be.
Yeah, well, she didn't do it on purpose. She was,
Oh, bless her. I have a
I know.
cockatoo behind me. He's a rescue. He sits on my shoulder. Can you see him?
Yeah, I
That's
can see.
Bobo. If he
George.
starts screaming or talking now, you know who it is. It's Bobo.
Well, yeah,
Bobo!
he's gorgeous. And then I never had any pets until we lived in Marrakesh, and then we had 3 dogs, 5 cats, a donkey, chickens, turkeys. We had loads, a billion frogs.
Oh, bless. Yeah, of course.
um, and then when I moved to Ireland, I had a dream about a black cat one night, and then the next night. This is weird. And then the next night, a black cat run in front of in my car, and then the
Uh-huh.
following night, a black cat turned up at the window, and it's
Hmm.
still with me today.
Wonderful. Oh,
Yeah,
it's not, I like black cats. We have several here.
yeah,
So, yeah, they're considered lucky in England, of course, but
yeah.
in Greece, not so. The Greeks don't like black cats.
Well, I was thinking, different countries' attitudes towards pets are quite amazing. I was shocked at the Moroccans' attitude to dogs, for example. They
Hmm.
see them as vermin. They don't
Hmm.
allow them in the house, and the farmers shoot them.
It's a bit like here, really. A lot get poisoned and shot, and thrown in dustbins. Most of our puppies and kittens come from bins or boxes at the side of the road.
Well, yeah, it's
They
that. I
don't
mean,
sterilise.
that's why you're doing powerful work. And in
Mm.
terms of the healing, what kind of stories have you got about the healing power of animals?
Well, I think the most amazing one is a dog called Menios, who was found he'd been tortured a lot. With his back legs were all twisted around and broken. We had to pay. He went to a wonderful foster home in the UK, and we paid for his legs to be redone and sorted. It cost us a lot of money, but we fundraised. We did it. And his foster mum, who's now a very good friend of mine, Joanne, she loved him. And she used to, because he had cage rest, she cuddled him every night, and he kept nudging her breast and wouldn't leave her alone. And 20 years before, she'd had breast cancer. So she went back to her consultant, only having been there a month or so before, and told everything was clear, to say, "I'm sorry, I trust this. Can you recheck?" Because the dog, and they rechecked to find that the cancer was regrowing, and many also detected it. So luckily, Joanne is now still alive, thanks to Menios. But he's got to be the biggest example of how they heal.
Mm.
But then, of course, there's all the messages and emails I get from people that the dogs saved their sanity. They've saved. A lot of our dogs are pat dogs, so they help children and people and disabled people. They help in so many ways: stress levels down, walking, more fitness. But
Well,
um,
I never thought I was a cat man, but I'm now a cat man.
what's he called? Your black cat?
She is called Midnight.
Oh, nice. At least you didn't say Lucky. I thought it was, there were
Well,
so
actually,
many Luckies.
it's because
Midnight,
my kids named her because she's black and she turned up at midnight
of course, very appropriate.
and she's gorgeous. And I now know why cats have 9 lives, because when a cat purrs, they can actually heal their own bones, can't they?
Yes,
With,
apparently so.
with
Yeah.
purring.
Hmm.
So imagine what they're doing when they're purring on your lap. And if my kids are ever stressed, they sit with the cat for hours. It's just they're just it took me by surprise, to be honest, how much you can actually love an
How
animal.
you really? I was. It comes as no surprise to me. I love them more than I love people. Um,
Obviously.
obviously, yeah,
Well,
obviously.
so people come to your, what's your organization? You've got a website where people can come and choose an animal from you, and how do you deliver an animal across Europe? Because you take dogs from Greece and then deliver them to the UK.
We drive them across in
You do?
a big air-conditioned van that's specially fitted out for it. We send 20 at a time.
Okay.
With one transport lady I use. She's lovely. She's been doing it for years for me. So, but she always has the tissues ready when I meet her and give her the puppies, because I'm, I go, you can't take that one. So yeah, it works really, really well.
So have you got like I suppose, do you keep them all in your house? Where do you keep them all?
Most of them here at my house. Yeah, I'm down to about 52 dogs and puppies now. We had probably, as you laugh, we had. I don't get cold at night time. I have lots of hot water bottles. Um, we couldn't transport them. We had problems with the transport earlier in the year, so I have more here than I should have had. But I've got about 52 dogs and puppies. 10 of mine. The rest have pretty much got homes at the moment. I've got a few that we need to find homes for, but because of the ongoing problems that we've had, I haven't been able to rescue anything for the last couple of months. So tiny puppies I haven't got. Some more are at friends' houses. I foster homes around the island, so they look after them for me. I've got about 36 cats, 7 kittens here in the house, a cockatoo, a little pony, and 2 sheep, 2 lambs I'm feeding at the moment, bottle feeding.
You
So
should have called it Noah's Ark.
yeah, should have done.
What
Yes.
what are the problems that you've had recently?
Well, we've been trying to. The laws in Greece are very different to the rest of Europe in regards to having a shelter. Their criteria is very, very high, and rightly so in many cases, but to the extent that they make it impossible for anybody to do it. There's only about 5 or 6 legal registered shelters throughout the whole of Greece. So I decided that I was going to be the next one, and we've been working now for the last 6, 7 years to try and get it all together. The contract with the municipality being the first step, of course, and then to find the right piece of land, because again, the criteria for the land is. But we found it through lots of 3 years we were looking at land, and we found the perfect piece of land. We had the money to buy it, to purchase it from donators from the UK in our UK charity. But then, because of our wonderful Brexit, we've been unable to send the money across. So the land is there. I've paid the tax for it. We've got the license to build, which was a feat in itself. The civil engineer worked so hard because nobody knew what had to be done. So he's been to Athens, he's taught, he spent many, many hours. And so we're all very frustrated here because we pay the land on the tax. We were about to sign the contract to purchase the land. No, you can't have the funding. So hence my appeal and why Sarah contacted you, because we're now fundraising money straight into Greece so we can purchase the land and then build our shelter, which will be a healing centre for people to come and visit as well. I'm going to build little units for volunteers that people can come and stay and have as much puppy, pony, parrot therapy, whatever they want to have. So
Well,
that's the goal.
that's a noble cause.
Thank you.
You've got some. I'll put details in the description of the video if anybody watching this wants to help Sue out,
Thank you.
um, because this is a noble cause, and I think it's in the time that we're in right now. I think it's nice to be promoting and helping positive things like this.
Thank you.
Yeah, because
Mm.
where would we be without our poor friends?
Well, it's worried certainly for the island of Zakynthos because there's only 3 rescue centres here, rescue groups. None of us have a legal shelter, and the laws are getting so more tightening up. If we don't have a registered legal shelter soon, all of us are going to have to stop possibly. And then what do we do? The island's going to be overrun with strays, and it doesn't bear thinking about, really.
No, because I mean that is a big problem. I mean, I remember in Morocco there were packs of wild dogs. This is why they shoot them because they don't. The culture is not to look after them.
No, that's right.
Yeah, but in the UK we have a very different. People from the UK have a very different attitude towards
Of
animals. Don't
course,
they?
yes, they do. It's
Why do
very
you think?
hard for me.
Why do you think that is?
It's different culture, isn't it? I mean, certainly, Greece or Zakynthos used to be an island of farmers until tourism came. And of course, tourism brought all the different nationalities: English, Dutch, Greek, Dutch, Germans, and they all see animals as something special, which is the way they are. They've got a heart and a soul, um, and they're special in their own right. But to the farmers and the older generations, they're an amenity. Dogs are chained up to bark so they know somebody's coming. Cats are there to catch rats. They don't see them as souls. They just see them as things, items that you can just pick up and discard as and when you want to. I find it's very frustrating and I haven't learned Greek purposely, so I can't speak to them.
Really?
I think I'd have been arrested many years ago if I could speak Greek.
That's your excuse, and you're sticking to it.
Mhm. I'm just lazy, really. No, I don't have a lot of time with all those animals to look after, as you can imagine, the feeding, the cleaning, the vet runs,
Yeah, I mean it must cost a fortune.
everything else. Yeah, it's about 200 a week just in food.
Mm.
200 euros a week. I have two amazing vets that I work with, which are great. They do their work and I pay them as and when. I do have a lot of friends and support, thank goodness. So, which help, but it's mainly me and my son, and a little bit sometimes my daughter that does most of the work.
And have you? I've studied Reiki myself, and I had an amazing experience with a horse last year when
Mm,
I was doing it on the horse, and it was amazing just to see
yeah.
how because it's a feedback loop, isn't it, with an animal?
I love working with the animals, all of them. As soon as I get a new one in, it gets hands-on Reiki, and they all get distance Reiki every day. They all get all beamed Reiki, and they love it because they don't have any barriers like people.
Mm.
As soon as you put your hands on them, the energy's there. You can feel it. whereas people have their barriers, and it's not quite so easy to. You lose a few minutes of the treatment with humans. Animals are give it to me, give it to me. So yeah, it is amazing.
Yeah, they're much more appreciative, but the problem is they don't pay.
No, well, they pay in other ways, don't they?
I
They
know.
pay in love and unconditional love.
Yeah, well, that's something we all need lots of right now. I think pets, they they contribute to mental health as well as physical health. And I imagine there's people watching this who probably say that their pets have saved their life in the last 18 months. The stress of everything that's happened in the last 18 months.
Most definitely. I get so many emails and updates, which is lovely on the pets, and people have said just that. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for Barney or Bentley or whatever the names are, which is a lovely feeling. And it's what keeps me going because there's so much negativity and so many problems here in trying to do what I do.
Yeah,
So when I do get and I think, why am I doing this? Why can't I just go sit on the beach and have a drink and relax like most of the other British that come here on their holidays and things? And I think, but then I get the updates and the reviews. I think this is why I do it. This is exactly why I do it. Things like we had a spaniel puppy that was hit. He was bred to hunt, and the owner hit him with a car. He was about 2 months old, and his shoulder was broken. So he took him to the vet to have him put to sleep. Of course, the vet called me. I took him. We sent him to the mainland, did the surgery, found him a home in the UK. And his new family have said, I don't know what I would have done without him. They'd lost a spaniel recently, and he'd sort of not replaced him, but filled the hole in their heart. And they
mm.
send me back all these lovely videos. Going to make me cry now. All these lovely videos and things. And I think, yeah, that's why we keep doing what we do.
Well, I'm glad you're in the world doing this. If people want to get, I suppose you've got higher demand than supply, have you?
Yes, we did have a waiting list for our puppies, and it's sad. It breaks my heart that I can't rescue any at the moment, because people do want them. They are amazing. Um, they're mainly hunting dog rescues, mixes. They have the most amazing characters laid back, like most of the Greeks do.
Mm.
Very easygoing, happy puppies that fit into most families. So we have a website where people can see the puppies that are available.
What's the website?
Uh,
See,
Healing Paws Animal Rescue.
I'll just pull that up. What's it? .com?
.com, yeah. People can pick their puppy from there, and then our lovely admin ladies go through all of the do's and don'ts. Make sure the house is suitable, the family is suitable for the puppy. Then we do a home check, or a video home check, of course. Now that's it. There we are.
Yeah, I keep getting asked to get a dog by my daughters. Oh, look at that!
Ah,
Look at their faces.
look at their little faces. I know. They
I
all
kind of
so love their cuddles.
Yeah. My friend got a puppy 2 years ago, and I'm kind of like surrogate. I'm like his uncle, and
Oh, nice.
I just dropped off a big bag of. I got a message just before I called you actually saying that Arthur's really enjoying his bones. I dropped off. I dropped off a load of
Oh,
beef bones. In fact, every time we have a barbecue, I just save him a little bag of bones.
oh, bless him. Well, the
Oh,
thing is, of course, dogs are even more loving and loyal than cats
oh
because
yeah,
cats will decide when you can fuss them, and whereas a dog is there all the time for you.
that is true. I think somebody said that dogs teach you about unconditional love, and cats teach you about self love.
Yeah, probably about right.
Yeah, because when you realize how much a cat loves itself, it kind of teaches you to do the same.
Certainly does. Well, I don't know. Maybe I should learn from the cats a little bit more, but
Well, I'm
yeah,
the same.
that's the theory.
I don't look after myself at all. I
No,
try
I
to,
don't.
and I forget to, and then I see her, and I'm like, "Hang on, she's just chilled out in the garden. I should go and do that for 5 minutes."
Yes, yeah. I thought you liked the sun. You should be out in the sunshine, shouldn't you?
Yeah, I should. Yeah, but that's a rare thing here.
Yeah, I suppose it is in Ireland. Yeah.
Yeah. So, well, that's amazing. And anybody watching this who can help Sue out, the links are below in the description. Please feel free to do so. I hope it goes well, Sue.
Thank you, Mark. I
Uh,
will keep
Sorry, I
trying.
talked over you
Sorry.
then. I didn't
No,
mean to. Small delay. I think it's really amazing that people like you are out there, because when you see what happens to donkeys and cats and dogs and around the world, it's a totally different kettle of fish, and they need people. We need them. They need us.
of course, of course. You do. Okay, thank you, Ollie.
Well, it's been lovely to speak to you, Sue. Good luck with it
Thank
all.
you. And you too. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And it's nice to have met you at last.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, and good luck with it all. And let us know how it goes.
I will do. Maybe we'll see you here in Zakynthos next
Oh,
year.
I would love that. I'll have 5 kids with me. They'll keep the pet. They'll take the pets out for you.
That's all right. You can come and help at the new shelter.
Oh,
Fingers
actually,
crossed.
that's not a bad idea.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, yeah, it's gonna happen. You have to
It
manifest
can
it.
happen. I keep. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, I believe you're gonna do it. Okay, good luck with it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Take
Bye.
care.